Pennsylvania, Bar X Factory, Suzuki, Fly, Pirelli, and RG3 rider. If you remember last year, Chase Yenser was one of our co-announcers in the program that Racer X had going on there. They're all up and roll. We got one down in that first turn. Check those out. Austin Capricornitis also out there with us. Aiden Scheib, Gage Stein, Patrick Murphy, Caden Braswell, Nate Mason, Gabriel Harala, Danny Perry, Nicholas Laurie, Alex Ransom, Dylan Kuna. Looks like at 23 machine of Ryder DeFrancisco, who won the moto, is grabbing the early lead. Also Lewis Callow, Peyton Jackson, Mason Nader, Gregory Evans, Aiden Brock Bickler, Tyler Foster in this one, Joshua Holstein, Zemar Darrell, Andrew Wallace, Logan Flanders, Keeper Martin, Brian Sonier, Noah Schuring, Jacob Solomon, Shane Hamilton, Dax DeBennick, Jeremy Pop, and Jason Porter are your 34 riders. 52 race number. It is the 250B class. As we wrap up lap number 1, it is DeFrancisco, Stein, Nate Mason in that number 3 spot, Gabe Jarala in 4th, Austin Capricornitis in that number 5 spot. It is Capricornitis, I should say. Caden Braswell in 6th, Dylan Kuna in 7th, 8th is Patrick Murphy, Aiden Scheib in 9th, Gregory Evans rounding out the top 10 out of Circleville, Ohio, one of the few District 11 riders you see these days. But we welcome Jason Wygant here to Racer TV.
What's up? Rodney Tomlin, and it was cool. Got to host opening ceremonies down there with Ricky Carmichael and Jeff Stanton, who's kind of a VIP of our vintage racing that will be taking place tomorrow. And now we're into it. We were talking about this yesterday in practice and the heat races and through to LCQs and into the main today, but Ryder DeFrancisco, who was known for speed on the mini cycles and the 65s and even the Cobras back in the day, now all the way up to big bikes, 250B, and making it look good on the number 23 out front right now. Gage Stein, another name who we're quite familiar with in the amateur ranks, second.
Doesn't seem possible, Jason. I remember at Loretta Lynn's when he won that national championship at 5 years old, and how taken back you were by him, and I remember how impressed you were. But it's just such a great memory to look back on.
Well, one of our favorite jokes with myself and Kevin Kelly, and we have more fun than anyone at Loretta's, which is saying a lot. We used to, in the 50 class, I'd line up and be like, these warrior competitors, these gnarly men. And he's like, flip open your program and look at a picture of this kid. You look at Ryder D, you wouldn't think he's got a competitive bone in his body. He looks like the most cool, calm, laid back, just having a good time kid. But you put that helmet on, obviously something changes, and he's looking good right now. Stein and Jarala rounding out the top 3.
Good battles already, and track looking great too. I think I know over yesterday at Palatka at the GNCC, we had a little bit of rain come through, but it wasn't a whole lot. I don't know what your guys' weather was here yesterday, but the track is looking great today.
Yeah, well, everyone assumed there was going to be massive rain on Saturday for the pro race. Right. It was a 100% chance. So the way they prepped the track, they basically left it extra dry on Thursday and Friday. They told me on press day on Friday that it was actually dusty. Riders weren't exactly stoked on that, and they were like, hey man, we're just trying to make sure when it rains Saturday, because it's going to, that the track is good. And then it rained at 10:45 in the morning Saturday, and we're like, here it comes. And then it stopped. And then it drizzled a little bit, and it never came back. So what was a guaranteed mud race, definitely going to be a quagmire, it didn't happen. We've been blessed with great condition. One thing, if you're here, it's really windy. It's not what I would say Daytona Beach weather. Right. I wouldn't be going swimming in the ocean today. Wow, look at that battle right there. So it's a little chillier than usual, but the track itself is in great shape. Look out, hold on to that thing, and he does. Well, that got sketched there. They were battling in that corner, kind of a supercross block pass, and that rhythm lane is tough. Trying to get a number on it.
Is that Jarala, buddy?
That was at that's 77, and what that is
Aiden Scheib, maybe. Okay. 731 possibly.
He's shaking and didn't crash, didn't go down, but he had enough of it. The 44 here, trying to make his way forward. Patrick Humphrey, and saw him earlier in his heat race, looking good, but not the start that the 44 wanted here.
Wow, action all over the racetrack in this one, Jason. Look at this battle that's going on right now. As you pointed out, Patrick Murphy now going head-to-head with Sebastian Balbuena, the number 70, as he's trying to move up a spot into 6th now.
Murphy on the 44 on the left side. He's trying to get all the way down to the inside for this final corner here. He's there. Is he close enough? Boom. Supercross block pass. 101. These guys learning the trade of Supercross here. And we got another rider rolling up on this battle.
Is that Jarala possibly? He was running behind those riders in the 8th place position. We see right now Dylan Kuna is 5th aboard the 55. Murphy in 6th aboard the 44. But Buena drops to the number 7th place position. Jarala, that is Jarala back there in the 8th place position. We're watching right now the 111. Nate Mason not far behind them. And Gregory Evans now has dropped to the number 10 spot as he was up to 9th.
Well, I think I saw Jarala up front early in this one, and now he's having to mount a comeback. So he must have went down, and he's trying to work his way back up and at least try to salvage a top 5, if not a podium, on his number 111. DeFrancesco still out front over Stein. Caden Broswell has moved into the number 3 spot. There's those offset rollers. That's old school Daytona there. They brought it back this year for the pro race and kept it for the amateurs. The rhythm lane headed to the finish.
And I tell you, the consistent 58-second lap times that we've watched Rider D turn in this one have been very impressive in this 250B class. He still leads this one. The gap now 11.2 seconds. There's a battle shaping up though for second. Stein and Kate Braswell, the 222 in second. Only about a half second separating those two. Murphy down there, the 44 dropping from that 6th place position as it looks like the 111 of Gabe Jarala has gotten around, and also back around as the 70 of Sebastian Balbuena, but right back in the thick and hunt of things there. Now in 8th place is Patrick Murphy as that battle still continues to wage as well. DeFrancesco checking in. 8. He slowed down just a little bit, but still in the 58 range. Here comes the battle for second place. We're watching toward the finish line right now between the 222 and the number 10. Kate Braswell still out in that one, and he is now about 2 seconds over Gage Stein in that battle for second. So it looks like that's kind of settling down. Dylan Kuna up now. He moves up from 5th into the 4th place position. That should put Kapakanitis in 5th, and it does. He drops back 1, as we said. Balbuena now 6th. Jarala is 7th. Murphy in 8th. Nate Mason in 9th, and Aiden Burkbickler rounding out the top 10. And heated battles continuing to heat up in this one as a couple of Kawasaki's going at it. I believe that's Kuna now starting to close the gap on Stein for that 3rd place position. This could get pretty exciting in these closing moments. We're working on lap number 8 at this moment. And still a little bit of time for that distance here to be made up between that 4th and 3rd place position.
Dylan Kuna, I'm telling you, man, every time I see him, he's coming from the back, be it here or at Loretta's or some of the other amateur races. He's definitely got speed.
Actually, that's Kapakanitis, I think, that's gotten around Dylan Kuna now. So, yeah, so sorry about that. I had it switched. I guess that Kapakanitis had pulled up on Kuna. Sorry about that. I thought that was for that 3rd place position, but regardless,
that's
it was
Stein
a great
10.
battle. Yeah,
yep.
So Stein's still solid in that 3rd place position. My apologies. But, wow, good battling there for Kuna and Kapakanitis, as Kapakanitis is the rider on the move, I guess. Kuna also making some moves up through this moto as well, this main event, if you will, as we are in the waning moments of this one. DeFrancesco checking in with lap number 9 complete now. Caden Braswell, Gage Stein. Again, that about 12 seconds. Now it's dropped down to 10.5 seconds. So Braswell's picking up his pace a little bit. DeFrancesco finally drops out of that sub 1 minute time frame in the 58s to just over 1 minute, and has really got into the relax mode, gotten deep into some lap traffic as well. But he should have this one pretty much on cruise control, barring no problems. Should take the checkers.
And he takes a look over his shoulder. Doesn't have to worry about anyone too close. Broswell in the 222 is pretty far back there, though, like you said, running a solid pace from 2nd. Kapakanitis up to 4th and bringing Kuna up there with him. Balbuena, Jarala, Patrick Murphy, Nate Mason. That is your top 9. A lot of laps are running. Trying to give the true Supercross race length.
All right.
And there it is.